Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another How I Draw video. This is a commission requested by our friends out there, and I was asked to draw or paint Batman on a blank cover of New 52 Batman Zero. The regular cover is like this. Hope you can see that. Anyways, I have to start really quick. I'm gonna start with grayscale of everything, and it's not gonna be easy because I have to be very careful choosing the right gray uh, for for the entire painting, because sometimes I will turn it very dark. Um, Anyways, this is a request, and I need to mix up with my blacks and my grays using my mixer. This is my palette, so I'm using this. Woohoo! Yeah. I'm not sure if I have OCD, but anyways, I need to reorganize things before I start doing the color. Anyway, um, there. The There's no really good trick doing watercolor, because once you applied it, it's there. You cannot retouch it unless your paper is really good, where you can wipe it off and change the color and something like that. But there's another trick where you can easily wash your watercolors on the paper by adding gum arabic. This is a gum arabic. I sometimes use it for the final touch, especially if my painting looks matte. I don't like, and the color seem to uh, painted on layers. You know, where black, um, the black that I painted has an opacity, a tiny bit of opacity of yellow. And then I have to spray it with airbrush uh, to blend them in. I'm not sure if I'm explaining it well, but anyways. Okay, I'm going to mix. I usually ink it. It's not really. It's somehow it looks like inking in grayscale. So I'm using a very tiny brush like this. So sometimes I use. Wait a minute. I want to use a Chinese brush. Where's my Chinese brush? I've got this really nice Chinese brush where I can do tiny details with it. This Chinese brush, it's very thin. It's sometimes hard to handle, but it works really well when doing very fine line. I really enjoy using it, and I wish I can show you my mixing, but it's the drawing's on the way. Anyway, I'm going to apply first all the shades. It's like inking with watercolor, and then I'm gonna wash it using um, a damp brush. I use this Chinese brush and Winsor Newton watercolor sable pointed round brush. It's number 3. It's starting to wear off, so it's not pointed anymore, but I'll try to fix that using um, my brush shaper. Anyways, this is now black. I hope it's black enough to do the inking. Okay. Okay. Oh man, this is gonna be forever to. I hope to finish this in just few hours, a couple of hours or more. I don't know. Anyways, I start by inking. I always start on the head. Anyways, hope you can see it. Uh, I wish I can focus my camera close enough so you can see the detail I'm doing, but I can't. Anyways, I already decided to add little shadings uh, on the drawing, so I won't be thinking anymore because it's there. You, I shaded it with um, pencil, so no more thinking where to place the shadows and the shades. There. Some artists starts with background. Some painters, I think, using oil paint or acrylic, anything opaque, color, coloring um, medium. I need to add more black because this is a poster paint. If I mentioned earlier, I think I didn't. Anyway, it's a regular poster color. See that? It's not expensive, so I use black most of the time when I start doing grayscale. There. I sometimes do little hatching here because I'm gonna wash it anyway. Gonna rub it with a damp brush and to create uh, gray in the line hatching like this or feathering. I have to be very careful with the facial features because I haven't tried coloring um, on Batman Zero blank cover. I tried inking on it. It looks it looks good when inking using brush. So this is my first time coloring a blank Batman Zero. See, I have to be very careful here. If I make mistake, that means it's my fault. Because I'm talking. I don't usually talk when I paint. I sometimes just hold my breath and uh, not just avoid to talk. You might be thinking where the light is coming. Okay, it's just below his nose. So I have to show, and behind him there are skyscraper behind him, so there are few lights going around Batman. It took me a while to draw this because I can't think of anything um, um, iconic uh, pose for Batman. I usually see um, see Batman um, flying with his cape for gliding. It's not flying; it's gliding. And I don't want to do that. So I thought of making him just standing there on the rooftop, just like I did in uh, on the Daredevil commission, which you can see on my Facebook page. Yeah, you you can click the link on the description if you want to see some of my commissions there. Okay, I'm not breathing. I, don't- I, I sometimes stop breathing because I don't want my whole. I feel like my whole body's moving when I breathe. So, ah, if I can look closer, I don't have very good eyes, so I have to look at everything. If everything's being colored with the brush, there, tiny details, killing me. All right. Now, for see, it's already. I think I've spent already 5 minutes just coloring the cow. All right. It's been a while since I talked on camera again. I'm sorry for those who are waiting for new video uh, posted because I was very busy. I just finished a couple of issues of Uncanny X-Force by Marvel Comics. I inked a few pages on issue number 16 and number 17. My friend is doing the pencil, Harvey Kalibao. So he's a good artist. Deadly details, which almost killed me, but I enjoyed it. You might be thinking, if I'm going to do a time lapse here, maybe I will, cause I need to save little time. I don't want to bore you with uh, with me talking. Okay. Sometimes it's very hard to talk when you're drawing. I don't know if I practice myself enough to talk and draw. I can't do talk and draw at the same time because it slows me down. Some people can actually um, talk and draw. Uh, there's one friend of mine who can talk and draw. He needs he sometimes need a company just to make him move, make his hand move to uh, I don't know, maybe it makes him busy because when he draws uh, it bores him, so he needs someone with him to talk to. I can't tell you his name because uh, he's a really good friend of mine. Haven't seen him for a while, but he's really good artist, and I wish I worked with him, but he inked his own work anyway. Okay, I'm not saying anything about the drawing, right? I'm just telling stories. Okay, I mixed a black. Well, not really. I didn't mix any color with it anyway. This is a black. I just make it really black, just like an ink. Um, so I won't be going back and forth again, just to make it black, as just like anyway. See, I can't really talk. It's really hard for me to talk when, especially doing painting. If it's inking, there's no problem. I think there's no problem in inking, but don't I don't talk when I paint. If I want to talk, I'll pause and I'll talk. Okay, you might be thinking, when will I add the grayscale? Anyway, or the gray halftones. Anyway, let me just finish this part here. I wish the camera is close enough for you guys. I really can't focus the camera if it's needed to be closer enough, because I want to show in the entire page all the time to see the progression. There. Okay, I need my other brush, which is the Winsor & Newton. Okay, I want to show you this. Okay, I think that's enough. It's close enough. I'm mixing black with I just added lots of water there to make it look gray. If I want to make it lighter gray, I just add more water. There. Then I'll apply the gray on the gray area, which are the line hatching. Line hatching, when you ink, line hatchings, when you look at far enough, you can interpret it as gray tones, if you know what I mean. There. See, there you go. There I go again. I'm not talking. Anyways, how do I know if it's the gray area I'm doing? I don't know. Maybe it's like penciling using brush. I don't know. Here I'm mixing another another light gray, very light, lots of water. I think the paper is cooperating well. Sometimes they're like the worst paper ever made, where I can, comparing to a newsprint, I'd rather paint watercolor on a newsprint than the other blanks I used. There are blanks that are really bad, where so annoying because you can't wash or you cannot apply your watercolor on it because the paint won't stick on the paper because it's somewhat coated with oil, where I need to wash it off using brush and water, just plain water, clean water. So I have to paint it up using a big brush, like this wide, you know, where I wet it, then apply the color, apply the black. So it's really annoying. Uh, but uh, the result is okay where the customer liked it, the painting, finished product. It's like, if you can see, I'll show it here, where I painted Wolverine and Sabretooth fighting in the snow. Um, that paper is really, really annoying. So if you're an artist and want to try uh, watercolor on that blank, man, you will get angry on the paper and you want to tear it apart, rip it off. It's really annoying. So you must know what you're doing, where you need to wash it off. Although your paper gonna be wavy, just like that. Okay, it's already, man, we're almost half an hour and I haven't finished anything. Okay, I need to put little gray on Bruce Wayne's face, where I need to show, hope I could get closer, where I need to show lights coming from below. No, he has no mustache. I'm just creating a shadow. There. I'm using a paper towel to remove the excess water on the brush. Sometimes it's too damp. Okay. It's sometimes annoying when your brush have fibers messing up your line paint. There. All right. I hope I can really show it to you closer. Oh man. Oh, if you have requests like commission, you can contact me directly. I don't have any agent, but I have this friend of mine who is accepting commission for me, and he's really good at it. He can, because he's actually um, a, a collector of uh, of graded comic book, just like regular collectors of what am I talking? Anyways, um, he can accept commissions for me. He's handling it. So if you have any requests, uh, commissions, and or blank cover commissions, or 11 by 17, or any size except for gigantic, like a bedroom size. You can ask him. You can. I can contact you if you contact me. Oh man, I need to sleep. What time is it? It's already 10 p.m. and I'm still working on it. I'm just starting. Anyways, okay, going back to the black. Wash the brush and get the black brush. Chinese brush. I really like these Chinese brushes, because they're really uh, they're really tough. You know, they I can use a Chinese brush for 3 years, just a single Chinese brush for 3 years, and they seem uh to stand everything. You know, I use ink. Uh, Before I was doing oil painting, I tried using Chinese brush on oil paintings, and it was like, what? How tough is that? Here, look at this. Man, this area here, I don't color everything on the edge of the hatching because that's gonna be the grayscale. So I'm not gonna draw any outline on Batman. There won't be any outline like where I'm gonna draw outline there and everywhere because this I'm trying to achieve invisible lines. Um, Later I'm gonna show how to get rid of those pencil lines. It's easy. I'll just say it anyway. You just have to erase it, of course, using a regular eraser. Before I start doing the last touches like white white color or opaque colors, airbrush, I erase everything. Any pencils that are showing up, any excess pencils, yeah. Okay. This area here is gonna be really black. I wish I could I can make it something like a wash, somehow grayish, or dark blue, but I can't because this is Batman. He needs to be in the shadow all the time. Shading is the hardest thing to achieve because you must convince um, everybody who's looking at your drawing or your painting that it is a solid object, especially on humans. Um, Sometimes everything should um, work with each other. If Batman's cape is attached to his body, or the background is um, layered. It's like foreground, middle ground, background. Or there are rocks on the rooftops or birds. Um, you must convince your audience if your object is on another object. If that makes any sense. You know, sometimes it's hard to explain everything in English. I wish it's my first language, but it's not. Yes, I'm not. I'm not really. Um, I'm not. I'm not American. I'm not. I'm just a regular Filipino working for American companies, having fun with my work, and uh, doing sketches for everyone. And thank you guys for requesting um, commissions. Now I'm on the logo. Oh, emblem, not the logo. Emblem. At first, I was thinking of doing the Dark Knight emblem on the chest, but this is my favorite, the yellow oval with a bat silhouette. I really like this emblem of Batman because it really shows up. Cause I don't know, maybe because of the yellow oval. It shows it rather than gray, black on gray scheme. Hope my head's not showing up. Ooh, ooh, there's my head. Ooh. Oh yeah, I cut my hair. If you were wondering, if you've seen me before, I already cut my hair. There are artists who use Copic markers. I sometimes use Copic markers, but only for study. I don't use them for commissions because it's not my forte. I don't like using markers or colored markers with my drawing. I don't know. It doesn't mean that I can't. I don't know how to use it, but I know how to use it. Of course, I tried every medium of art. It's not my forte. I don't know. Maybe someday, yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a study with. Oh yeah, before I continue, let me show you this. Before I start working on a big commission, I always do thumbnails, very rough. As you can see, this one, it's it the ones on the left are from first commissions I did. This is the commission here. It's wrapped in plastic. Anyway, so I do a thumbnail, then I do the actual. Sometimes I do little changes there, and there I did. This is what Batman should be, and I thought of doing another sketch there, but I decided to make him just standing on a rooftop. Okay, okay, this time I'm going to start making this a time lapse because it's really gonna bore you. So here's the time lapse. So just wait, and then maybe I'll pause the time lapse and say something if there's something interesting, something interesting that I want to say, and so you can know what I'm doing. All right, here's the time lapse. Finally, I'm done doing the grayscale and filling out all the blacks needed for this painting. And there's nothing to worry about applying colors and shades. Well, there are the little things that I need to worry. Of course, the application of the correct color scheme. That's my big problem here. But of course, I know already that ever since I started the grayscale, and it's all in my mind, and I can't really say um, what exactly will happen here. So anyways, I know where to put airbrush, like the moon, some lights on the window, and lights below. And of course, Batman. Of course, Batman is the center of this subject here, not the background, not the moon, not the lights, but Batman. Even though uh, the airbrushing on the moon and the lights uh, will be will will enhance the entire painting. Of course, Batman is the subject, so I should take care of him. Anyways, before I start, I haven't mixed any colors yet. So I have um, I have my palette here. The skin tone is already mixed. It's pre-mixed in a tube where you can buy um, your watercolor um, or gouache. If you don't have skin tone on your palette, the technique is not as difficult as it seems, but you need to mix not brown, not orange, but you need to mix white if you have white, um, a touch of blue, and red. Mix them all up. Uh, the red will make the skin tone. Um, I think that's it. That's how you mix skin tone. If your if the skin tone is in Caucasian or white race, if your character is Caucasian, then you need to use red. If it's other race like African American, or um, you need to mix it with brown, I think. Anyway, I wish I have more time to explain everything, but here we go. I'll start by coloring. I need a smaller brush. I need a smaller brush. I'll use this later. Here's my small brush. Hope you can see it. Anyway, it's a small brush. Then I really need to clean my brushes. There are blacks all over. Yeah. This is skin tone. This is not mixed with other colors unless my brush is really dirty with other colors in it. And I just left it there. Flat. No leaving white for the highlights. I just applied just like that. Ta-da! No, it's not done. And then I need to mix milk color. This will take a while, I think, because as I observed when I was coloring the grayscale, the paper is quite absorbent. It absorbs the water in it, and it avoids the watercolor to spread, so they'll just stick there, and um, you can't do the washing. So it's really sometimes it's hard to do that because okay, I'm not talking because this is really delicate. I see a lot of um, pursuing colorists uh, using computers. They use orange on skin tone. I don't know if the character is Caucasian, why use orange? I just don't get it. And you don't use orange color on Caucasians, right? Because they're kind of like pinkish. Anyway, um, here's a little tip for everyone. Well, it's not really a recommendation, but if you want to try, um, the colors on the face, especially uh, around the facial features like the eyes, nose, lips, ear, is um, they have this reddish color. They're kind of um, give it gives it gives the character more, not really look like a plastic. So you need to add little red, like what I'm doing right now. I'm mixing red. It's a very, very light red. So I need to put red around the chin. Just a very um, light touch there. Touch of red on the chin. If Batman's showing his nose, maybe I'll show you that he's got red nose. Maybe he's drunk. Yeah, that's for Batman's skin tone. Ah, man. Okay. What's next? So I'm gonna color Batman's cape. Maybe a dark blue. So I'm gonna mix a blue color and the black. If I'm using a prime watercolor, I arranged. I want to show you my prime watercolor. This hasn't been touched for years. So I pre-arranged. I rearranged everything, like hope you see them all here. The yellow is mixed with, what color is this? Anyway, it's color with it's matched with color. I think this is violet. Yeah, violet. So when you mix them together, um, you will turn the yellow dark. If you give the yellow, when you mix yellow, add a touch of violet, it will turn, of course, dark color. So if you mix um, uh, uh, violet color with yellow, it will turn dark. You see, it's these are light colors and these are dark colors. So how's that possible? First, I didn't believe uh, my art teacher that we should try rearranging the colors like this. So the orange is matched with uh, blue violet. I think, yeah, blue violet, and the red orange, yellow orange, orange is mixed with blue. Then the red, blue green, no, red orange, blue green, red, green, and red violet, green, yellow green, turquoise blue is with brown and black white. Hope you get that. Anyways, it's not as important as you can mix colors as you want. Um, there's nothing special about what I said. I just shared my little idea, my little um, knowledge from my art teacher. I should credit my art teacher with that. Um, anyways, let's go color the cape. I'm gonna color the cape dark blue. I already have my palette's a mess, you know. See, I never clean them. Never clean them. I just leave it like that and get dusty. I can pre-mix colors, but pretty lazy. Anyway, here. I want to create. Here's my idea. I need to create a very white highlight around Batman. So I need to leave a white color around him. Need to. Okay, it's not showing up. I think I need to. I need to mix them really thick. Or maybe it's the paper. I think it's the paper. So now you might be thinking if the gray or the black are being smudged. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. I'm not really sure, but sometimes it gets smudged. Um, so I just leave it like that. Okay. Then later I'm going to airbrush that halo if if needed. Sometimes um, I I airbrush all over, so it's going to be overkill. But I need to settle my airbrushing for this one because Batman will look like an angel, glowing. think the paper is absorbing the water too much. The best paper I've used was I think the X-Men Blank with the splatter on the title below. That's the best paper I used doing paintings like this. Some artists paint Batman or draw Batman in full black, but yeah, I think Batman is really in black color. But this sometimes you want to uh, convince the reader that it is black, even though it's dark blue or blue, because it will look like a grayscale drawing if we only use grays. The little problem with this paper is I think it also have oils on it. I don't know, it's coated in oil, but it's not that much compared to the other blanks I used. This is my problem, it's washing off the gray. So I need to go back and recolor it. Okay. Ah, this is kind of difficult because the paper is not cooperating. Okay, I want his arm here to look invisible. It's in the dark area of the light, or under his cape. Even though it's not really visible when you look at it, it's there.